10 JRPGs, my 10 favorite JRPGs. To be on this list, I would have had to have played and beat the game. Anyways, let's get into it. Coming in at number 10 is a remake of one of the first JRPGs I ever played, and from a franchise that is near and dear to my heart, and that is Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. These games were already a masterpiece before the DS remakes, and the DS remakes just, a new fresh coat of paint, upgraded mechanics. You could transfer Pokemon from the newer games in the post content. It was the definitive version of Gold and Silver, and Pokemon fans really haven't gotten anything as great as that since, in my opinion. Anyways, going on to number 9. And number 9, another game from my childhood. And these two games, they probably fall in this spot because literally they're lacking in story, but the replay value, the gameplay loop, at least for me, was phenomenal. But number 9 is Monster Rancher 2, which was originally on the PlayStation 1. It's recently got a re-release bundled with the first game, Monster Rancher DX. It's available on, I believe, PC and Switch. Don't know about PS4. But I love this game. I had torn apart my parents' CD collection, getting monsters. It was just such a lot of fun. To this day, I still go back and play it every now and again. All right, coming in at number 8, Grandia. Again, a PlayStation title. Recently, not so recently, but has a HD remaster that's available on all modern consoles, I believe. And this game is great. By no means challenging, but the story, the characters, the world is just phenomenal. I fell in love with this game almost immediately. Played it last year, and I recommend it to anyone that loves JRPGs. All right, coming in at number 7. And number 7 would be Tales of Symphonia. First released on the GameCube in 2004. It has seen several releases since, with a PS2 release, a PS3 release, and most recently a remaster on all modern consoles. This was my first experience with an action RPG. It took a bit to get into it, but now I actually prefer action RPGs over turn-based for the most part, assuming the combat's done well. But this game is great. It's probably not the best Tales game. I've only played a few of them. However, it is my favorite of the ones I've played, and the story is great. The character's amazing. Except for Genis. I mean, people love Genis, but I don't like Genis. But if you haven't played it, play it. Do yourself that favor. All right. Coming in at number 6. There's a trend with games on this list being remade, by the way. I guess that's how good they are. Anyways, number 6 is Mario RPG. I've yet to play the remake. I'll be playing it sometime this year. However, I sat on this game for a long time, and it is phenomenal. It is a fantastic RPG experience, and it's a game that's not just for RPG fans. If you're a Mario fan, play this game. Do yourself a favor, and then play the Paper Mario games. And heck, if you've played the Paper Mario games and like them and haven't played this, then you need to correct that, because this game is phenomenal. It does the perfect blend of platforming and RPG mechanics, and it's just great. And it's a short game. You can beat it in about 20 hours. I guess the remake's even easier. So, anyways, check it out. Do yourself that favor. The first game on this list that actually isn't available on modern consoles, and that is Final Fantasy Tactics, another gem from the PlayStation 1. This was my first strategy RPG I ever played, and I haven't looked back since. I love strategy RPGs. I think they're very enjoyable. This won't be the first one this won't be the only one on this list, but it was just great. It was also my first introduction to the job system. Which I loved, mixing different job abilities with different jobs and just going ham with it. It was just so fun. I would love to replay this game. I might have to do it on emulator or hook up an old PlayStation and play it there. One thing I've never done is I've never gotten cloud, and I would really like to actually do that. Anyways, let's move on to number 4, and another strategy RPG, and that is Fire Emblem Three Houses. I love this game. I'm pretty new to the Fire Emblem series. I've only played and beat 3 Fire Emblem games. Of the 3, this one was by far the best. For me, anyways. I love the characters. I love the story. At some point I want to go back and do the other paths. I only did Dimitri's path, but it was just such a great story. I can see why some people might not like it. It does have a lot of Persona-esque playstyle to it, with relationship building and stuff, and that might not be for everybody. But I thought the game was fantastic, and it did extremely well. So obviously I wasn't the only one. Coming at number 3, and a game that, again, I kind of slept on this franchise. I played it all last year. But anyways, number 3 is Kingdom Hearts 2. Easily my favorite of the series. Anything after this game, the story just kind of goes in a direction where you're pretty much only playing the game for the gameplay, because the story is trash. I said it. After Kingdom Hearts 2, the Kingdom Hearts story is trash. They let Disney take the wheel, and it was a mistake. But anyways, this game is a work of art. Actually has one of my favorite JRPG moments, where Goofy takes the boulder for Mickey, and Mickey thinks he's dead, and then Mickey goes beast mode. And then as Sora, you follow after Mickey, you go through a crevice, and each battle is like a gauntlet where a different Final Fantasy character assists you instead of the traditional Goofy and Donald. And it was such a great moment. It felt great, watching Squall jump in, and then Tifa and Yuffie. It's just chef's kiss. It was great. Anyways, onwards to number 2, and another Square Enix game, surprise, surprise. Also another strategy RPG, and that is Triangle Strategy. I recently played this game, and it was great. I didn't want to put it down. The story, if you're not into heavy story, heavy dialogue, and you just want to play a game, this is not a game for you. But if you want to get immersed in a phenomenal story, with like betrayal, heroism, like great villains, this is a game, and it is so good. I've only gotten one ending so far, but I would probably go back and get more at some point. Like, I enjoyed the game that much. I almost put it as my number 1, to be honest. However, my number 1 pick, which might actually be a little premature, because I feel like I don't remember this game as well as it is, but I'll be replaying it again shortly, and re-solidifying its spot on this list probably. But that is Final Fantasy VI. I played it after playing 7 as a teenager, and like, if I'd played it first and then played 7, honestly, other than the graphical uphaul, I would think 7 is a step backwards. The characters in this game, the mechanics, the world building, the storytelling is just all so good. Like, even characters that you would think I wouldn't normally care about just have such a great story. Like, for perfect example, Cyan. I would never use Cyan in my party, but his story, like losing his family, the village, like Kefka poisoning the drinking water, like, it was so dark. You can't not but feel for this character, and every character just gets put through the ringer. And Kefka is such a perfect villain that it, like, I can't think that anything would change my mind on this game. Like, is it nostalgia? I don't think so. I honestly think this game was just that good. And shortly I'll know. Anyways, so those are my pick for my 10 favorite JRPGs that I've played and beaten. I might revise this list in a couple years when we've added 30 or 40 more games. But yeah, right now that is my list. And if your favorite game isn't on there, well, maybe I just haven't played it. Maybe it's fantastic and I just haven't given it a chance yet. Or maybe I have played it just doesn't click with me. Anyways, if you like the video, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, and maybe comment below. And until next time, have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.